My aunt had one strange rule every time she picked me up from school. My aunt raised me after my parents passed away, and she only had one strange rule every single afternoon. When she picked me up from school, I was never allowed to get into the car until she asked me one question. She would smile and say, "What did I cook for dinner last night?" If I answered correctly, we would drive home like normal. But if I ever answered incorrectly, she told me to run back inside the school and find the nearest teacher. When I was 8 years old, I thought it was just another one of her strange habits. Sometimes I even rolled my eyes because none of my friends' parents asked secret questions before unlocking the car. She never explained why she only said one day, "This rule might save your life," after years of doing it hundreds of times. I stopped thinking about it. Then, one rainy afternoon, I walked out of school and saw my aunt's car waiting in the usual spot. She smiled exactly like always and waved me over. But as I reached the passenger door, she asked, "What did I cook for dinner last night?" I laughed because the answer was easy. "Chicken soup," I said it confidently. But instead of unlocking the door, she stared at me without moving. Then she asked again, this time much more seriously, "What did I cook for dinner last night?" My stomach suddenly tightened because I remembered we had actually ordered pizza. We never ate chicken soup. I stepped back from the car, and before I could say anything, the woman behind the wheel slammed the accelerator and sped away. Police found the abandoned car less than an hour later. It had been stolen that morning, and the woman driving it had been pretending to be parents outside different schools, hoping a child would get inside without thinking. When I finally got home, my real aunt hugged me so tightly I could barely breathe. She admitted that years earlier, she had worked as a child protection officer and had investigated a case where a young girl willingly got into the wrong car because the driver knew her name. After that day, she promised herself every child she loved would always have a secret question that only the real family could answer. I am 30 years old now, and every time my daughter leaves school, she still waits for the same question before opening the car door. Because some family traditions are not meant to be understood. They are meant to be remembered on the one day they matter most.